Who is ready to go back in time to 2009 and see what kind of autographs we can pull out of this Upper Deck? Missed that brand. Upper Deck Signature Stars baseball. Yeah, this was there was a big stretch there where I wasn't collecting any baseball cards, and in that time, everybody went out of business. It felt like everybody but Topps. What, Don Russ got bought out by Panini, I guess. I don't know how that went down, the business side of things. Hope everybody's enjoying the early bit of the holiday season. And there's definitely something thick in the middle, maybe of all of them. Well, I guess we'll find out. Jim Thome, beautiful, right away. Love that. And in a Dodgers uniform, that is not a common sight. Dan Haren, Aaron Rowan, that's cool. I do not have an Aaron Rowan card in a Giants uniform. He, of course, most known for the White Sox. Of course, that's how I know him. Just a gritty, do-it-all kind of player. And but later, he actually traded to Philly for Jim Thome. Oh, here! Wow, look at this. What do we have here? It is numbered out of 100, number 96 out of 100. Team USA, Brian Ragira. Ragira. Do not know that name. So I guess he was a prospect that probably didn't pan out, but it's neat because it's signed on the S. That is very cool. We have Scott Kazmir and Chris Carpenter. Well, you know, again, that's not a big name, but that is a very cool card. So I'm pleased. We got a different kind of thick card in the middle here. I guess all right, I was trying to keep the thick card to the back, but the thick card, what I thought was a thick card was the decoy, and instead we have a jersey card. Again, Team USA, Philip Pfeiffer, another name I do not know. Not signed, still neat. Only 3 cards in this one. Eric Chavez, who's he with here? Probably, oh yeah, Oakland still, but must be a little alternate uniform. And Johnny Cueto. Bill Hall with Seattle. Rich Harden. Top prospect, Alcides Escobar. That's kind of neat. Jake Peavy with the White Sox. And Chipper Jones. Always good to get a Chipper Jones card. So this is what's interesting about this era. Is we'll see, it says Rich Harden, sorry, Chicago, so it doesn't say Cubs, but we still do see the logos in there. We see, you know, it says Brewers across there, but it just says Milwaukee. I don't know, did they have permission to use team names and logos, or is there some compromise at this phase? So we got Dan Uggla here in the back, Khalil Green, Evan Longoria, Team USA, Asher Wojciechowski, Vlad Guerrero, Dan Uggla. It was very exciting when not when Dan Uggla made it to the Hall of Fame, but when Vlad Guerrero got in, same year as Jim Thome, and also same year as, Mr. Padres lights out closer, Trevor Hoffman. There we go. Alfonso Soriano with the Cubs. Kelly Johnson. Signature Stars Curveball. Tim Lincecum. And there's the base card for Tim Lincecum. These are pretty cards, by the way. Cole Hamels, who is still going strong. He had a very nice year last year. Bit of a renaissance, maybe. Speaking of renaissances, just now it was announced that Matt Harvey signed on with the Angels, who love to overpay. Speaking of getting overpaid, I loved Carl Crawford, but he kind of broke down a bit. Got another jersey card here. Ladson Montgomery and Roy Oswalt. But yes, the Angels just picked up Matt Harvey, the Dark Knight. He's no longer the Dark Knight. I don't know what they would call him out west. Some Disney-oriented thing. But $11 million next year with some, as long as he's healthy, attainable incentive goals that could bring him up to, I think, 14 million. And that's very surprising, in my opinion. Brian Giles, Ryan Garco, Akinori Iromora, Miggy, Hanley Ramirez. I love a comeback story, and Matt Harvey could very well. He already had a really nice bounce back year last year with Cincinnati. For their sake, I wish they were able to have traded him away, recovered something for him. But a little career renaissance. Takahashi Saito, Derek Jeter, who is the cover of our box. Kyle Ryan, star prospect. Jared Weaver, Chin-Ming Wong. And in case you were wondering, no, I have no idea what the heck the White Sox are doing picking up Yadier Alonso. The guy that just was really not worth the money he was making in Cleveland, and White Sox just took him off their hand. Sean Figgins, Paul Konerko, awesome. Connor Mason, Billy Wagner, and Roy Halladay. I always do love getting a Roy Halladay card as well. So there are four, I believe, four signatures or memorabilia cards. We are 3 in so far. Garrett Anderson, Adam Lind. He had a very sweet swing, but kind of faded. Mark Teixeira, signed, sealed, delivered. I wonder if that's when he signed. Yep, that's about him signing with the Yankees. King Felix, Andrew Jones. Yeah, Yonder Alonso. I don't know. I just don't know. Aramis Ramirez, Chris Duncan, Delman Young, Joe Mauer, and Justin Verlander. Carlos Gomez, Tim Hudson, Kerry Wood with the Indians, Troy Tulowitzki. Now there's a potential awesome pickup for some team who will be able to sign Troy Tulowitzki at league minimum price with, I think for the next 2 years, with the Blue Jays paying the remainder of the $38 million that he is owed. Of course, he was a bounce-back candidate. That's Josh Beckett at the back. Bounce-back candidate as he missed the entirety of last season with an injury. But, you know, he's past his prime, but still for the bottom basement price of the least amount you could legally pay someone, somebody's going to end up with a pretty good guy on their team. And here's our last hit. It is Tyler Holt. Upper Deck game used star card. Adam Dunn, before he went to the White Sox. That's a guy that was a bit of a bust. You know, actually, let me defend him here, which I don't like to do, because I like guys that are good contact hitters, speedsters, guys that make it exciting, guys with good defense, not guys that hit home runs and strike out. Matt Holliday, Jay Bruce, Albert Pujols, Miguel Tejada, and Curtis Granderson, the Grandy Man, who is also still kicking. Adam Dunn, in the end of his tenure, which was, I don't know, it felt like forever. He was with the White Sox, as I was just dying for them to get out from under his contract. He had an on-base plus slugging of over 800, or around 800, which has got to be what they were expecting out of him. So, listen, I just didn't like his style. Nick Swisher, I loved his style, and he was only with us for 1 year. Well, we got a bonus hit. It said only 4 signatures or memorabilia cards in every box, and here is number 5. It is Matt Tolbert, Impressions Signature Series. Again, I wish I knew who any of these hits are. But I'll never complain about a bonus hit. And that's what we just got there. Pablo Sandoval, Jason Bay. Here we have Derek Lowe, Adrian Gonzalez. That's pretty neat. In San Diego still. Nick Pepitone, USA Star. Dontrell Willis, Mr. Leg Kick. Jeff Francoeur. Let's see if we can get greedy and get one more hit out of here. And let's get very greedy and have it be a recognizable name. Vernon Wells, speaking of sunk contracts, and the Angels. James Loney. Got a top prospect, Sean O'Sullivan. That looks like it was material, but it's not. Lance Berkman, Brian McCann. Oh, where did he just sign? Didn't he just sign somewhere? Oh, no, James McCann was just signed by the White Sox. That's what I was thinking of. Melvin Mora, Josh Johnson, John Lester, Kevin Kuzminoff, and Carlos Zambrano. Scott Rowland, Joel Zumaya, guy who could throw 100 miles an hour, but not keep it in the zone frequently. Aaron Pareda, he was a very highly regarded star for a long time. Dustin Pedroia, that's got to be a pretty early on one for him. That's just after 2 seasons there. That's the second season card. And Brandon Phillips, Jason Kubel, Brian Roberts. I loved watching him play. He was a very, very solid guy. Had a little bit of injury issues himself, but he was a... Oh, finally, we get a rookie star, or a pre-rookie star, and who do we get but Mr. Bryce Harper? Who would have thought when this photo was taken that he might be demanding upwards of $400 million? That is the coolest card I got so far. And he's a catcher. I didn't even realize he was ever a catcher. That's neat. Again, I'm a White Sox fan, so you'd think I'd be salivating. I'm not a big proponent of the White Sox signing him. I'll get into that in a different video probably at some point. But that is a very cool card. Maybe it's a sign. Jonathan Papelbon. And finally, Kevin Slowey. Alright, so even though the last pack didn't contain a hit, we did get 5 hits in total. But the last pack probably did contain the coolest card. So here we go. We see those 4 relics if you count the patch, and 2 autographs. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. It's been a little while, so I'll try not to wait so long next time, and happy holidays.